everyone, all the fans are really excited for all that tomorrow. What can you tell me about, what was your reaction when you were like introduced to the idea of getting all together again?
Oh my God. Well, I mean, obviously I was really excited. I was very happy to hear about it. The cast and I, minus Jamie Lynn, had all gotten together already for a little dinner
Hmm.
reunion, sort of impromptu get together thing. And that was really fun. So when I heard that Jamie would be there and we'd get to film and I'd get to meet the cast of all that and all those, it just came out of nowhere for me. As we were just talking about, I've been working on other things. I've also been writing my own scripts as well. So to hear all of a sudden that I'm going to be acting again with all my old friends, including Jamie Lynn, and I got to meet her beautiful daughters.
Oh,
It was so fun. I got to see Lynn again. I mean, it just felt like, felt like a little family reunion. And that's what we were talking about. We got together over Zoom, the whole cast recently, and we had the opportunity to just catch up even more and talk and hang out. And it really does feel like a small little family that
that's
we've
really
built
cool.
for, yeah, ourselves.
And I saw in like part of the skit, I was watching it earlier, that you're kind of playing yourselves. What was it like kind of like doing that as opposed to playing your characters being all together?
Well, it made it super easy to sort of just like slide back in there. I mean, it's interesting because some of the characters are very different from the actors. So like Matt and Logan could not be further apart as people. I mean, Logan was such a jerk in the show, and I've always known him to be such a nice guy. He's always been the sweetest guy ever. Sorry about that.
There's a
um,
difference there.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, little thunder interference. So anyway, so watching him just be a nice guy and all that is really fun for me. As Chase, it was a little bit different because I didn't really have to do too much acting. I always felt like I was that awkward kid
Mhm.
inside. I always resonated a lot with that character. So, stepping in, and being with everyone just now, it felt so easy because yet again, I'm comfortable just being myself.
Mhm.
And Chase, I'm sure, if we were ever to see him again in the future, will have gone through his own journey. I don't know what kind of person he's become, but 14-year-old me and 14-year-old Chase, pretty hard to tell the difference.
If the fans still love the show after all these years, I know I do. Why do you think the show is still loved even when it hasn't been on the air for so long?
Well, there's so many reasons. One, first of all, Jamie Lynn is a powerhouse. She's just so cool. She's so fun. I know so many girls who looked up to her in general. But I think another reason why the show is so special was because it was one of the only single camera shows that Nickelodeon produced and filmed. Everything else was usually multicam on a stage.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that.
it had a different feel to it. Zoey 101. It was a single camera show shot on location, and there's no other Nickelodeon show to date really that has done that. Actually, every other one, whether it's Sam and Kate, iCarly, Drake and Josh, all filmed on the studio lots. So I think that's a huge part of the magic, was actually seeing this place, this PCA, the Malibu Beach, all of it. And yeah, it helped that we got to have like sushi for lunch, and it was like the ultimate like fantasy for kids.
Definitely.
It was hard, yeah, hard to beat that.
Do you miss your character like when you're just like living your everyday life? Do you ever find yourself doing something that he would do?
What's so funny is I've been using this app called Cameo every now and then because I
I
get to reach out to fans and sort of like give them a little shout out and say hi. And it's so funny because some of the time they want me to be Chase or to act like Chase, so to do something. So I do get to
Mhm.
dabble with that a little bit and have some fun playing with the character. And yeah, I mean, here's the thing. What I miss the most is being with the castmates. That experience was unbeatable, so unique, so special. And I know I'll never really be able to recreate it, but that was the best part about it, was just growing up around all these people. And like I said, really creating a new family for myself that I think I've been so lucky now to get back in touch with. We've only really managed to get back in touch with in the last 6 months,
Mhm.
with our new group chat, PCA alumni group chat. So
Fun.
it's cool. That's what I miss, is just being with everyone and having fun
Mhm.
and pranking Matthew Underwood.
Did you get to take anything from the set when the show finished, like when it wrapped up?
No, I didn't get to take anything from the sets. They were so generous and they gave us tons of stuff, like just as gifts. Like I remember I had my PCA sweater. I don't know where that went. I have a PCA jacket that's in my closet right now, which is awesome. I have a PCA backpack. Like there's a bunch of like fun, like, memorabilia, paraphernalia kind of stuff that I got to take with me. They were always just really generous in giving us cool gifts. And in fact, they gave us a really cool jacket after we did all that.
Oh, cool.
Um, yeah, it's like a sweet bomber. It says all that on the back,
Are you gonna
and
wear
it
it
even has my name custom embroidered on the inside.
That's so
It
cool in a way.
it's pretty sweet.
You should definitely wear it tomorrow.
I got to. I mean, it's only like 100 degrees over here in Atlanta, but no big deal.
And I know, like, with Zoey 101, there's been talks of, like, a potential reboot. Would that be something you're interested in participating in? How do you feel about that?
I would love that. I would love it. It's something that I hadn't really thought about too much before. Like, I was talking to you. I've been doing a lot of other things now with my life, but my gosh, it would be so much fun to get together with everyone again. It'd be so much fun to bring something special to the fans. I mean, that's another thing. I get so much, uh, so much attention from fans still, whether it's through Instagram, even in real life. Sometimes people
Wow.
recognize me. Oh my God, are you Chase? I'm like, yeah. I don't know how you know that, but I am, and I know that they would love to see something. I mean, I've read a lot of comments asking for it. So yeah, that would be really, really fun to eventually get to do something like that, and I would be 100% on board.
What would you wanna see from, like, your character with Chase? Not particularly with Zoey, but just, like, with Chase in general.
I think we were talking a little bit about that before, in the sense that I don't know what kind of journey Chase must have gone through within these last 10, 12 years
For sure.
since Zoe wrapped up. There was a little bit of a taste of something that people got to see between Michael, Chris Massey, and I. We filmed a little skit on YouTube, actually at Nick Studios with Dan Schneider years ago, about maybe a year and a half
I love
ago,
that.
something like
Mhm.
that. And that was really fun. Gave you a little bit of insight into, who Chase may have become still. And he seems pretty familiar. It doesn't seem like he's changed too much. That being said, I know that he's probably got a whole journey that he needs to go through. I'm sure that he and Zoe have a lot to work through, if they're even in the same place, whether they're together or not. I mean, I have a feeling that love story has just begun, actually. So
Oh,
I
very
don't know.
interesting. I was always wondering if, like, did you ever have a personal time capsule or something similar to the concept? I know that was a big deal in the show.
Well, we had our own scripted time capsule. I never had my own personal time capsule. I think the closest thing to it would be my PCA backpack
Mhm.
that I mentioned earlier.
If
I
if you
mean,
did, like, what would you wanna be in there? Like, if you could make one.
oof, man, if I wanted to have a time capsule, what would I have put in it? I probably would have put in like all my Pokemon cards, my Nintendo 64,
Or
all my nerdy stuff that like all my Legos, like, all the things that have like somehow managed to disappear over the years. I don't know where they are anymore. My gosh, I would love to have them all back, and I'd love to just go through those memories, maybe play some Super Nintendo or something fun like that.
fun,
Yeah, I know.
definitely.
It's really nerdy, but
No, not at
yeah,
all.
I know how to do it.